it comes as no surprise that Atlanta air pollution has reached emergency levels today. Yeah, this just in. Atlanta smog has reached emergency levels today. I caught this news flash real quick. It was a quick report on the news, and it was saying, it was showing people wearing masks. That's how bad it is in the ATL. But what they didn't tell you is the air pollution, a lot of it is coming from the sky. That's right, folks. The geoengineering, the chemtrails. Why in the world are they spraying us? Atlanta smog rate reaches an emergency level. You got to add the cars. They do about 100 million. Atlantans do about 100 million miles of traveling. Atlantans do through the city, back and forth. That's how many cars. It's nonstop a day. But the air pollution overall, the air quality around the world, why is it in the shape it's in? Because you're being sprayed like a roach, folks. And in the cities, they tend to spray heavier. The more people, the more cell towers, the more smart meters, the more chemtrails, the more everything not good. That's how it goes, folks. That's how it goes. Now, you can't get away totally from the spraying of the nano aluminum strontium barium. As you see here, Mr. Dane Wigington, lead researcher of geoengineeringwatch.org. Check that out. I've already taken you there many times in previous videos. But this one's called Why in the World Are They Spraying Us? It's causing the air to be polluted. What goes up must come down, right? Add the cars. Of course the cars driving in trucks and all the vehicles on the road don't help. Of course that contributes to it. But in the city, why is it extra bad? Lots of cars, lots of spraying. Lots of cell towers, lots of 5G everywhere. And living in the city is exactly where they want you. This guy, this jerk, J.O. Herkoff, is a proponent of spraying. NASA came out and admitted that they're spraying. It's polluting the skies. Look up, folks. That used to be a real baby blue sky, crystal clear. Now it's got a gray haze to it. Almost an aluminum type tint, a metallic tint. It's smog, it's filth. And it trickles down here. Now if you live out in the less populated areas, your air quality is not going to be nearly as bad probably as, we'll say, in the city. Because of the more vehicles and because they spray more. I got pictures that I took of a Frankensky in the ATL. It looked terrible. It was just hammered smoke, coal ash on top of it. The stuff that they're putting in the chemtrails, air pollution, causes the C word that rhymes with answer in your freaking lungs, folks. That's known as chemdrip right there. That's not a contrail, and that looks like a giant white floodlight. I'm just saying. So, folks, you gotta wake up, man. Otherwise, one day you just might not. Due to the chemtrails, due to the vaccines that you're taking, due to the crap to tap water that you still think is fresh and wonderful. Because there are sheeple out there that think vaccines are great. There's sheeple out there that think those are contrails. It's just unbelievable. And they do have patents for all this, for the spraying. The military says it will own the weather by 2025. It already does. Newsflash. All right? It's killing the crops. It's killing life. And it's causing a weather whiplashes, unbelievable weather whiplashes. The flooding in the Midwest, remember that? Where so many million cows, I believe, were killed, drowned, flooded. So this stuff is real. The struggle is real. Where do we hear that one from? But the fact is, I caught this on the news. It said emergency levels. Now, it makes you think, why would it hit emergency levels today? Were there more cars on the road? Are there more factories operating on this particular day? Or were they spraying the skies extra heavily? Those particulates that the meteorologists talk about, always wondered why he kept saying particulates. Nano, as Mork would say. Maybe that was predictive programming too. Nano. I know he said nano. It made me just wonder. When I look back at, they say about predictive programming. But it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse because we haven't reached critical mass awareness. The 5G, I know President Trump mentioned that, and he says we're going to put it everywhere. But, again, before anyone out there wants a lock on his you-know-what about that, lock on his jock about that crap. Again, have you sat him down? Has anybody sat him down and told him all the evidence about these 5Gs of death towers, death traps? Has anyone done that? And if so, where's the proof? And about the chemtrails. I know President Trump says we have clean air. That's what his advisors tell him. Did Trump go out there and measure the air? Did they go measure for the aluminum, strontium, and barium? I don't think so. So if they're not detecting it because they're not using those type of tests to detect the nano, then, he's getting an outcome, or he's getting told of an outcome that's not telling the truth 100%. Do you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? At any rate. Do you understand where I'm coming from? It's just like when a company does its own test on its products, designed to have an outcome. When the government, if scientists are getting kickbacks from the government, stuff like that, to conduct tests, certain outcome the government wants. All right? But if they really did what Dayton Wigington's doing, testing the soil, testing the earth, testing the air, they would find the solution. They would find the problem, where the smog is coming from, the bad. In addition to, anthropogenic, as he would say, what do you call it? Anthropogenic means that are contributing, like people's, factories, cars, things like that, trucks. We're contributing to this too, the smog. But the elephant in the room, or I should say the 800-pound gorilla in the room and the elephant in the sky, you're looking at it. And it gets Frankensteins just like that over the city. I drove through Atlanta. It looks every bit as bad as that, if not worse. All right? And I want to show you just how bad it was. We were up in Cleveland, Georgia. The sky did not look anywhere near as bad as this. We get to North Atlanta perimeter, North perimeter. Look at this. Do you see this, folks? And this picture doesn't even do it justice. It's kind of blurry. But look at all this. It was hammer time. Look at the coal ash. That's what it looks like. Since when do we have straight clouds, folks? Since when do we have a straight one like that? That's not a contrail, and why is it almost black? You want to know why? Because they friggin' are polluting the damn air. That's why. Especially extra heavy around Atlanta, the big cities. You always hear about, New Delhi and Beijing and even London. It's the cities. Of course, there are more factories in the cities. Of course. And there are more cars in the cities. We got that. But again, the 800-pound gorilla in the room and the elephant in the sky contaminating the air like nobody's business is the 20 million tons of aluminum they're putting in the air alone. On top of the coal ash, on top of the polymers, on top of the shaft, plastics, on top of the viruses, on top of the strontium and aluminum. All right? And there ain't nothing normal about this. Nothing normal. All right? But the sheeple don't want to wake up. They don't want to wake up. All this, look at this up here. All of this. Done by design, folks. Done by design. You're getting sprayed like a bug. Like a roach. On top of the fact that they don't know how to drive in Atlanta, and there's hardly any cops on the road. They only show up after an accident, and, they're driving dangerously. Very dangerous out there. They need to be arrested. Most of them are driving like criminals. But as you can see in the background, even over here, headed towards Atlanta, you see the chemtrails. They totally hammered out the sun simulator, or whatever that thing is up in the sky. So yeah, folks, in the city, it's going to be a lot worse for many reasons. But the biggest reason you got to understand is them spraying all over the earth. All over Earth. You see it right there. Pollution, folks. There's your pollution problem. Your number one pollution problem. And take a look at the hexagon up there in the sky. I know a lot of people checked out attention span of a goldfish. It is what it is. I'm going to leave it right there. You're being sprayed like a roach. It's even worse in the cities. More cell towers side by side. I call them twins. Why? If they're so efficient. They're getting hammered in the city, folks. They're getting hammered in Atlanta. Maybe that's why they drive batshit crazy in Atlanta. Maybe that's why they tailgating, driving in clicks, going to left lane, going to right lane, tailgating the driver in the right lane, left lane, zigzag, treading the needle, tailgating, cutting people off, doing 100 and something miles an hour. No cops to be found anywhere. Governor Kemp, we need more cops on the road. We need Georgia State Patrol to be all over there. You want your revenue? Coweta County Sheriff and Coweta County? You want your revenue, Atlanta? Start pulling those bastards over on the road. I see a lot of revenue you could generate. Just get the cops out. And these mofos on the road, these idiots, are forcing the hand of Big Brother to bring out the drones. That's coming too. Alright? That's coming too. Because these people don't know how to act, they don't know how to be on the road, and they're giving Big Brother every excuse in the world to do what they're doing and going to do in the future. Bunch of morons, man. You're all racing and flying like flies like to the light. Slow your ass down, I said. That's not what this is about. It just pisses me off. Just think about driving to Atlanta. A lot of reasons why I don't want to go through Atlanta anymore. The pollution, idiots on the road, dangerous drivers, the cell towers everywhere. I don't have an expensive EMF. I don't have the loop for it right now. But I'm telling you, even with my EMF detector, it was going through the roof. From the north perimeter all the way to south perimeter. Unbelievable, man. So I'm going to leave it right there. Dane Wigington also appears on InfoWars once a month. Check out geoengineerwatch.org and InfoWars. I tried to find an article about this Atlanta pollution, but apparently they just mentioned it on the news, and that's it, a fleeting moment. I guess they don't want anything to take hold like that, big time. But I caught it, and I just discussed it with you guys. We'll see you on the next shock treatment. Unbelievable.